The primary objective of the whole operation was to establish a foothold on the continent of Europe with the ultimate purpose of ridding the world of Adolf Hitler's Nazi Germany, which had overrun practically all of Eastern Europe. So the initial objective was finally established. My outfit finally landed on D-Day +1. As I walked along the beach, I saw rows of bodies of the soldiers who had given their lives in the cause of freedom on the first waves that went in. They were lying there in rows covered with their ponchos. The graves registration hadn't had time to move them yet. But we moved on, and the difficult problem was getting off the beach was there was only one exit for vehicles and only one feasible exit for even personnel or troops. But the initial troops had to climb the cliff, which was strewn with barbed wire and pillboxes for the Germans, which made the task awfully difficult and it caused so many casualties. But an unusual sight along the road was coming in the opposite direction was a French lady on a bicycle. She was riding down the road between the tanks and went by seemingly unfazed by the show of military armament and the troops and all. But that was just a kind of an enlightening moment there. Well, one day the company commander decided he wanted a command post set up, a forward command post, set up in Searsdorf. So he ordered radio operators and a wireman and a driver. There were 4 of them. Anyway, they were ordered to go up and set up the CP. But they set out in the daytime over open terrain where the Germans had clear visibility. I couldn't understand the order for that. As it so happened, when the Jeep started out, before they got to Searsdorf, they were hit by German artillery. My friend Joseph McCullough was killed. This was November 24th, 1944. And I'll never forget it, because Joe was a close friend. And Joe is buried in the Netherlands, in the American Cemetery at Margraten, where there are 8,301 other American soldiers buried. And it's gratifying to note that all 8,301 graves are sponsored by the Dutch people, who go there and clean them and put flowers around them, and are dedicated to remembering and honoring our fallen warriors. My great desire is that the young people of this country know and realize what freedom is and what freedom costs, and the sacrifices that are made to ensure the freedom that they have today. I'm afraid they don't appreciate it as much. They're not aware of the value of freedom. But once lost, it's almost impossible to regain it. Our founders, forefathers and founders believed in a higher being. And that's where we're going astray. We're getting away from that principle, the principles that made us a great nation. And it's frightening to me and frustrating. I won't live to see it, but there are others who will. If we fail in our responsibility to protect the freedom that so many have sacrificed for. We must do it. There's no alternative.